What's going on, everybody? Look at this crowd. Look at this bunch. All right, everything's going 5x5, right? Oish, oish, oish. Man, I am feeling under the weather, and it sucks. Sucks. First time I go to meet a client, they get me sick. Duh, I tell you. You know, what are you going to do? Shambot Joe, showing up bright and early, bushy-eyed, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, bushy-eyed and bright-tailed. M. Catron, good to see you. Victor, Hoos, overachiever, achievement unlocked, overachiever medal. Nubis, good to see you. Jeff, morning, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, sickness, man. Yuck. Hoping it doesn't get any worse, but anyways, how's everybody doing this fine morning? Starting off a little early. It's funny because like last week I was late. This week I'm kind of like standing around waiting for the clock to strike 8 a.m. Central Time. And, you know, I shouldn't even be drinking this at all. It's going to just exacerbate my issues. Anyway, I hope you have a whatever beverage of choice during this time of day is. Yeah. Hooey. Oops, I got to scroll down. Harrigan, good to see you. Morning, welcome. Honolulu Harrigan. Blake, good to see you. Audio and video working. I appreciate Blake is, did I say this before? It's like basketball, the sixth man. Blake is the second guy. Wayne, good to see you again. Long time no see. Adrian, good to see you. Ben. Yeah, vanilla Coke. It does bad things for me when I'm sick, but, you know, it's kind of tradition at this point. I really need to kick it, though. Oh, man. Tiffany, good to see you. Hot tea, not soda. Yeah, I know. Coffee. There you go, Jeff. Scotch? It's 10 a.m. Beer? I love that line. Mr. Mom. It doesn't even taste the same when you're sick, so it makes me mad. Everything makes me mad when I'm sick. Not everything. I don't have the energy to be mad. Man. I should have, I just knew it. I just knew it after the meeting. I'm like, later that day, I'm like, those sons of bitches got me sick. Ryan West, good to see you. Laramie, morning. Or evening, whatever it is to Laramie. Laramie's evening is everybody's morning. One of my Dragon Bay players is feeling under the weather. Not sure if they're going to make it. They'll make it. What? They're, you know, Shambot, don't write your player off. They won't, they're not going to die if they're just, if they have the cold. Don't write them off. Man, one of my players is sick. I don't know if they're going to make it. Nelson, morning. Good to see you guys. Good turnout today. Oh, jeez. I tell you. Not happy about this whole thing. It'll be fine. I just hope I don't get worse. If this is as bad as it gets, I'll be like, okay. Roger, good morning. Good morning. It did sound ominous, right? It's like, I don't think they're going to make it. God, is he okay? He or she? I got a player that's sick. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it to the game day. Yeah, I figured as much. Oh, man. All right, let's start off the question, right? 8:02. 8:02 in the morning. I should do like those interjections, like morning radio every 5 minutes. Like what's his name in the douche from Parks and Rec. What obnoxious morning DJs. All right. It's D&D year. I don't know if we've done this one. Traffic and weather on the 8s. That's right, Roger. Yeah. I don't know if we've done this question. I think we have. You guys remind me if I have or not. I got to keep track of this stuff. So D&D, right? We'll stick with the D&D. Happy birthday, D&D. Happy 50th, D&D. 50 years old, looking fantastic. Maybe, somewhat. We'll see. Favorite? Did we do favorite D&D setting? The favorite D&D setting? Did we do that already? I don't remember. I don't think I did it as a short. Maybe I did. For Pete's sakes, maybe I did. Now that I think about it. We did. Damn it, Roger. Okay. Well, I got to switch up something else then. We did favorite book. We did favorite monster. We did favorite edition. We don't have to do D&D either. I knew I should have had a backup. Favorite magic item? Oh, that's a good one. I like that one, Blake. Favorite magic item. D&D, though. Did we do favorite module? I thought we did favorite module. Roger, did we not? Can anybody fact check that? I just need a confirmation. I thought we did favorite module. I thought that would have been the one early on in the year. Tad, morning. Anybody confirm? Did we not do that? Did favorite module recently. That's what I thought. Jour, good to see ya. Did setting, did module. Should we do magic item? We could do magic item. I was thinking spell. What do we do? What do we do magic item? Favorite magic items are going to be maybe interesting. Did monster. Yeah, Harrigan's on it. Yeah, I thought we did monster too. Should we do spell or our magic item? Favorite magic item? Those are a little more obscure. I think we didn't do class. I thought we did edition, like favorite edition. I really need to keep track of these, don't I? That's what my staff is supposed to do. Right? Let's do magic item. Blake, I don't want to. Blake puts it out there and I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. Let's do that. Any edition magic item, which is probably like kind of a no-brainer because, I mean, they're all probably the same every edition. I don't think they get very different over and over. Favorite magic item, D&D. It's got to be D&D, though. It's got to be a magic item you find in a TSR or Wizards of the Coast produced book. Any book. I will even go as far to say that if you find it in a Dungeon or Dragon magazine that was done by Paizo, that would be official as well. Favorite magic item. Magic items, to remind everybody. Rings, staves, wands, armor, whatever, weapon. I would consider anything magic weapon or anything magic items. Jeff, Vorpal Sword or the Holy Avenger? Jeff, you kind of let me down, man. I was hoping the Holy Avenger would have came from you, but that's okay. It's okay, buddy. Vorpal Sword, always a good one. Mkatron, Boots of False Tracks, so handy for sneak. Yeah. Immovable Rod, excellent utility item by Laramie Wall. Ryan West, sure, let's do magic item. Apparatus of Quailish is my vote. I don't even know what that is. I gotta admit, some of the magic items are pretty lost on me. Like, I know some of the go-tos, so. You know why? Because we never got them later in the D&Ds. Like, they were just never given out. Staff of the Mage. That's a solid one, right? Wayne says a movable rod. Let's kick off the innuendos. Heyo. Oh, no. No. There's a that's what she said joke in there somewhere, I'm sure. Blake, Cloak of the Bat, because Batman. Batman. Frost Brand. It sounds like a cereal. Frost Brand. Morning, William. Good to see you. Laramie's going. He's going to fundamentals, folks. Let's go super level 1 simple potion of healing. You know, y'all say it's the Vorpal weapon. Y'all say it's the Holy Avenger. You all say it's this powerful artifact. But let's face it. Potion of healing gets the most airtime. It's like, it should be like, there should be an animated YouTube video that's like favorite magic items, and the coveted most the popular kid of magic items is potion of healing, right? Flaming sword for Jeff's flaming sword. There you go, Jeff. Flaming sword used by every character Jeff has ever created since 1978. Nah, I'm just kidding. Jeff does like the flaming sword, though. Jeff did. I bet you his favorite episode was in Game of Thrones. It was when that guy like lit his sword on fire. It's like, oh my god. Laramie says, or so we can all avoid complicated encumbrance rules, bag of holding. God, how many of us have ever just issued a bag of holding to a party? Like, here, you just got a bag of holding. Just, there you go. You found it. You got it. There you go. Shambot, Kuros Quill. Our DM wanted to TPK us. He wanted us to wipe ourselves out. Ended up as a crazy adventure. Mkatron, so true. Potion of healing, my new number 1. Thanks, Sean and Laramie. There you go. And Jeff confirms, he's not kidding. Jeff loves the flaming sword. He loves it. Hey, Jim, morning. Favorite D&D magic item. Favorite D&D magic item. Any edition. It's got to be out by TSR, Wizards of the Coast, or a Dungeon or Dragon magazine that is done by Paizo would also suffice. As well as TSR, like published. I know, right, Harrigan? No portable hole, no deck of many things, no gurgle. Well, I mean, I'm thinking like, okay, so I'm going to throw out probably my favorite ones. Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. Bag of Holding is a no-brainer. Boots of Elvenkind, right? Those are just staples. Like, what is it? Wand of Magic Missiles. Like, pew, 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 pew. Ryan West, we played a game once where all of our characters were intelligent magic items. Oh, I cannot remember the last time we had an intelligent magic item. Oh, those things were so annoying. Girdle of Storm Giant Strength, right? Yeah, baby. Hey, Larry, good to see you, man. How are you? How do you do, fellow nerds? Favorite D&D magic item, go. Any edition, any type. You're at the table. The DM is going to give you one magic item out of everything. Any book, any edition. Even if it's not in the edition that you want to that you're playing. Which one do you ask for? No artifacts. Like, where's the artifacts, right? Robe of Bones. There's an Alice in Chains song in there somewhere. Magic items are so iconic as to almost not register in my brain as a magic item anymore, right? Ring of Invisibility, there's Joe. Yeah, for sure. That's a no-brainer. Like the epitome of magic items. Machine of Lum the Mad. I don't know that one. Jeff, where are you pulling that out of? Drift Globe 5e. I don't even know what Drift Globe is. Like, I'm so like out of the magic item list thing. An Intelligent Defender, Tiffany says. Ryan says, mine was an artifact, apparatus of I think anything with a proper name is typically an artifact, right? I think that's kind of the rule. Apparatus of Quailish is an adamantine barrel that looks like a robot crab. Oh, fantastic. GeoRock says, I second for Ring of Invisibility. Hat of Disguise, Andy Hall. Good morning. Coming in with the Hat of Disguise. Yeah. Rope of Climbing. I wonder how, like, when's the last time we got a hit on a lot of magic items, right? Boy, the good old days, man. We'd have a few of these. Larry says, back to whatever it was that he mentioned. I forgot what it was. Larry said Drift Globe. So he's saying basically that's a floating touch that follows behind you as you move. You mean a floating torch, probably. Maddie Q, good to see you. Maddie Q, question of the day is favorite magic item. D&D magic item. TSR, Wizards, Dungeon, or Dragon Magazine. To include when Paizo was putting it out. Excuse me. No magic carpet. Ring of Teleportation, Ring of Telekinesis. So many good ones, right? Yeah. The artifact everyone joked about, having Hand of Vecna. Yeah. The hand. Eye. Just Vecna, chop Vecna up in parts. Leg of Vecna. Ear of Vecna. Larry says, what I like doing is riding it in a dark room when it's off, and then fire off its daylight spell. Works like a flashbang. Oh, ingenious. Harrigan says, Hat of Disguise is better as a mundane item that the PC thinks is a Hat of Disguise. Whoa, hey-oh. Baba Yaga's hut is perfect for glamping. Yes, indeed. Glamping in D&D. I cast Baba Yaga's hut. Sweet, dude. Does D&D have an acorn that turns you to stone like in Willow? I don't know. Probably. Sphere of Annihilation, right? If you want NPCs to crap themselves. Bag of Devouring. No GMs out there. Bag of Devouring, that's my favorite, right? Nelson, +1 sword. Look at this guy. Tosses that aside, dude. A +2 sword. No, wait. Gives that to the thief. A +3 sword. That's right. It's got to go with +5, right? +5, Holy Avenger, bomb, boom, damn, bomb. Done. Nubis, Ion Stones, and Sentient Weapons. Ugh, yucky sentient weapons. Not a fan. But okay. Teach their own. No wrong answers. Strong opinions. Darren's Instant Fortress is a winner. I think I've spent some time there when I go south. Maddie says, I'm going to go with the Iron Flask of Wand of Wonder. The Iron Flask or Wand of Wonder. Oh, boy. Sending stones, good for the players and the GM. Well, we could also, like, categorize these, like, nail them down, like, ever-burning torch. Like, there is the practical, pragmatic magic items. And then there's the artifacts, right? Like the types, right? Magic type T. Oh, it's a type 4 table. Woo! woo, roll on the type 4 table. Yeah, baby, right? In the infamous words of Jeff. Yeah, baby. Yeah, roll on that table, get the big guns. But sending stones, ever burning torches, so many good ones. Blake says we mostly used Darren's Instant Fortress to squish monsters. Is it one of those I cast it like 20 feet in the air and then just have it fall on them? All the things that the magic items are really like not supposed to do. Larry says a couple more. I'll just toss on the table. No single magic item, but a quiver I gave my PCs in Annihilate the Giants that was full of different magic arrows and no one had identify. That was fun. Not a lot of weapons though, except for Nelson's, +1, +2, +3, +4 swords. Laramie says killed a dragon 3 times in one shot. Arrow of dragon slaying, had it poison dosed, and it had few enough HP that ended it that way. Anyway, nice. Ring of spell storage. Oh, and all the manuals of training. Phil, good morning, Phil. Shield of the Hidden Lord. Trapped in it is the Pit Fiend, Gargoth. That item became the focus of our Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus campaign, which was a good move by DM because the book is a mess. Yeah, Andy, you hit it. Combat-related magic items versus other. Or, yes, like even just utility items, right? Bag of holding would fit into like Speaky Stone, bag of holding, ever-burning torches. And last campaign, having the male elven swashbuckler wearing the +2 chain mail bikini after we had an out-of-game conversation that everyone, man and woman, was okay with this, and it wasn't in too bad a taste. Well, that's cool. That would be an interesting character portrait. Boots of springing and striding and springing. What else? I can only remember some of the ones that we actually had and used. Deck of many things. I wouldn't see that at the top. I think it's interesting. Maybe as a game master, but the random ones, like they're not very fun in my opinion. Like I guess they're fun if you can kind of laugh at them when they, come up with something interesting. But I think a lot of us like. Even if it's just like, if it's a deck of one thing, figuring out what it does is fun. But just, every card's going to be different. It's going to like screw everything up. Weapon of Speed, says Jeff. Shambai, Boots of Jumping and Ring of Featherfall. Featherfall, right? Ring of Featherfall is a good one. More Dorcas. Favorite D&D magic item. Nubis. Oh, come on. Sentient weapons can be awesome. Loud, dumb, and thirsty for combat. Voiced by Will Ferrell. Yes. They would provide a certain amount of levity to a campaign. Will Ferrell, huh? I would probably go with like Gilbert Gottfried. Dude, if I'm giving my players a sentient weapon, Gilbert Gottfried or Sam Kinison. Yeah. Nine Lives Stealer. Ooh. Wad of Wonder. I had a session where we used it for Russian roulette against some enemies. Oosh. Yeah, here again it says the sword of 9 lives, stealing. Yeah. Lewis Black is your sentient magic weapon. Oh boy. That should be next week's. If you had a sentient weapon and you had it voiced, who would it be voiced by? Don't do that. We always end up coming up with like 2 like questions after we like get rolling. Nubis Godfried is perfect. Yeah, there you go. You could, hey, steal it, run with it, go for it. Tiffany Reynolds, the Black Razor. Dager Leary. Excuse me. Bobcat Goldthwait, also acceptable for sure. Tim Jensen, good to see ya. What about defective magic items like a ring of invisibility that turns invisible but not the wearer? Oh, yeah. There you go. A little twist. Steve Buscemi has the sentient weapon. Who would I get for a voice? Who's got such a distinguished voice besides the ones mentioned already that I would want to throw in there? Probably like... I don't know. There's a few. Comedians always come through, right? Michael Madsen would be kind of a cool one. Are you going to bark all day, little doggy? Oh, see, now everybody's going off the deep end. Now the voices come through. Pauly Shore is the voice. Yeah. Morgan Freeman. Jeez, here we go. Urkel. Yeah, okay. George Carlin's bow. Got it. Here's Harrigan. Various Skygax cursed specials. Cursed Backbiter Spear. Shield of Missile Attracting. Yeah, that's a good one. Synergy. I heard about Tim says I heard about this combo: a flame tongue sword that flames all the way down in a ring of fire resistance with a radius of 6 inches. Solid. Christopher Walken. Hey, Gabe. I didn't expect you here. Christopher Walken. Yeah. You know what I need? I need some more combat. I need some more mace. Got the fever. Better have a GM that can pull that stuff off, though. Sam Elliott. Solid. Like it. Love it. Sam Elliott. Just get into the dude, like his narration of the dude. Jessica Rabbit for a Magic Cat of Nine Tails. Who's the voice of Jessica Rabbit, though? Orcus Dorcas, right? Was that Jessica Lange? Or what's her name? Shoot. I don't think it was Jessica, was it? It was... I don't remember. You could look it up and tell me in 2 seconds. Yeah. Since we got everybody here, Ryan West, in true to life form. Don't forget to like the video, folks. Subscribe, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Tim says, drop the sword before combat and watch a bad guy pick it up and burn his hands off. Hey-o, Indiana Jones. Ring of Al Pacino. Oh, God. Hammer of Healing. Deals 1d4, heals 1d8. Periaptive foul rotting. Hey, PC, you have leprosy. Kathleen Turner. That's who it was. Thanks, Blake. Kathleen Turner. I think I like this week's video. Last week I had, because I had my credit card, I wanted to remove that. I had to edit the video, and then it changed it from a live video to like a published video, which sucked. I don't know why I did that, but and then I lost all the likes that you guys so kindly made an effort to put on it. All right. All good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. All good stuff. Yuck. Ugh, yuck. Should we get into some stuff? Let's get into some stuff. All right, man. All right, man. All right, man. Cool, man. All right. All right. I guess we'll do the art. I guess we could categorize this as news. I don't know. Double liked. Oh, hey, wait a minute, Ryan. Double liked. That's like you're entering one and removing one. We'll start out with some feel good. We need some feel good, right? Twin Cities D&D organization offers safe space for people recovering from addiction. Twin Cities Group uses D&D and other tabletop role-playing games to help people in recovery slay their inner demons. We got to lead with D&D, though, because that gets you SEO and people know what that is. So even though there's other games, like D&D and other games, boo. Role-playing games like D&D. I don't know. That's how I'd frame it up. But that's, whatever. Anyways, not to take away from the cause. So Kel's Quest is a one-of-a-kind recovery community organization, or an RCO, based in the Twin Cities. Players use tabletop role-playing games such as D&D to build community. People surprise themselves when they play D&D for the first time. Oh, yeah, for sure, said Dominic Thomas, co-organizer of Kel's Quest Adventures in Recovery. I think that's a good thing for people to see a different side of themselves, too. I think a lot of people, especially in early recovery, are trying to relearn how to have fun, said Quinn Force, founder and quest master. As an adult, fun often involves substances, and it's really hard to know what to do with yourself, so this is the perfect social interaction. That's awesome. That's great stuff. Kel's Quest believes that recovery looks different for everybody, and participants are not there to define that for you. They focus on social aspect of recovery. It's not as overt as like we're building lessons into the game, but I think that there's a lot that one can learn from it between teamwork, empathy, like creative problem solving, Force said. So the organization got its start in 2017 with Force's journey to sobriety. He got back into D&D after getting clean and thought back to his mentor, Matthew Bowden Kell, who died in a car accident in 2012. I was thinking about Matt a lot and decided that I wanted to make a space where we can utilize this very fun game and other tabletop RPGs, which are role-playing games like D&D, and give people a chance to connect, empathize, create something fun and memorable, Force said. So Force joined Tomas and Will Lycan in 2022 to make the RCO a reality. That's fantastic. That's good. We know, many of us know how much of a benefit RPGs have played in our personal lives. So it's awesome to see some of this happen. There's Paris, who I've lost touch with, was he New Zealander or Aussie? I think he's Aussie. Don't tell him I made a mistake, but he like that's his profession, like a very much a social program, educational, down there doing good work, running role-playing games. Hish does quite a bit I think he's in Malaysia, right? He uses it to teach, his classes, English and language through role-playing games. I mean, there's so many to list, but I think all of them should get highlighted and brought to people's attentions. So I think there's one that deals with veterans and PTSD and things of that nature. Just we know it's good. It brings a lot of goodness to the world, and despite even some of the drama that we encounter, even here on this channel, we gotta point out some good stuff. So good for them. All right. Oh, come on. Next Haltestelle. All right. Some of this is like some of these things just hit up early in the week, and then everybody knows about them all. So some of these might not be as a big surprise. Terry Pratchett's Discworld. Never read it. I don't know if I'll ever read it, but whatever. Gets its first new tabletop RPG in over 25 years, with board games also on the way. So, excuse me. So, I think Discworld has been an RPG. It's just getting redone again, right? So, the beloved, and this is by Matt Jarvis. Oh, shoot. You know what? I should probably link to that one article, right? Nope, that is not the one. I gotta go back. I'll go back and put that in the link in the chat from the Twin Cities. Anyways, Terry Pratchett returning to the world of disc RPGs for the first time in 25 years. Alongside the new Discworld RPG will be a new board game set in the home of the Color of Magic, Night Watch, Going Postal, and more. New Discworld RPG was announced by Modifius, the British role-playing publisher known for its TTRPGs like Star Trek, Dune, and the upcoming RPG will be created with the backing of Pratchett's estate, with Modifius saying that its tabletop games will honor the humor, satire, and darkly entertaining fantasy series, and will probably be 2D20. And it says here, the currently untitled RPG won't be the first time, with Pratchett himself having co-designed an adaptation of Steve Jackson's GURP system alongside Phil Masters in 1998. Whoops. That game was re-released as a 4th edition PDF in 2017. However, Modifius' new adaptation will mark the first wholly original Discworld RPG in over a quarter of a century. So there you go. Discworld. 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 I think this is what Sean needed. He looks like he's feeling better. Jeez, I wish. Yeah. All right. Excuse me when you burp. Orcus. Yeah, Orcus. All right. Victor says, I look forward to the Modifius Discworld RPG. I love the fiction. There you go. Let me see if I can. I'll get that one link here. And there is the link. Boom. For the place in the Twin Cities. All right. Moving on. I don't know if I should have read this before posting it. We'll go with it. LinkedIn getting in on the action, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. Finally, something interesting on LinkedIn. So tabletop role-playing game market 2024 to 2031 research report investigation and viewpoint insights of 112 plus pages latest updated report. Segmentation categorized into 2 types. Below 18, 18 to 35, 36 to 49, and above 50. So I got to imagine those are ages, right? I don't know. Applications, retailers, direct-to-consumer via e-commerce site, and regions. So the report offers the study and inquiry provided within the tabletop role-playing game market research is meant to benefit stakeholders, vendors, and other participants in the industry. The tabletop role-playing game TTRPG market is expected to grow annually by magnificent CAGR 2024 to 2031. So who is the major manufacturers of tabletop role-playing games market worldwide? Pinnacle Entertainment, Bully Pulpit Games, Wizards of the Coast, Magpie Games, Chaosium, and Paizo. Okay. Get a sample PDF, the report. Short description of the tabletop role-playing game. It's kind of like a white paper that it's out by a place called Mordor Information. And if you go to Mordor Information, they are a leading digital marketing company. They do market research. So it looks like they did one on global plant-based protein supplements market, industry trends and forecast. So I don't know. Like, I thought since it popped up, might warrant some reading. In 2021, the market is growing at a steady rate, and with the rising adoption of strategies by key players, the market is expected to rise over the projected horizon. Yada, yada, yada. Get the report. What are the factors driving the growth of tabletop RPG market? Retailers, direct-to-consumer via e-commerce site. Some of the market share, 2024. Which regions are leading the tabletop RPG hobby? I don't know. If you're interested in this, take a look at it. Link in the chat. Lots of questions. Who are the major players? How much is the global tabletop RPG market worth? How big is the opportunity? What are the factors contributing to the final price of TTRPGs? What are the raw materials? Like, here's COVID-19 impact and recovery analysis. Detailed table of contents of global tabletop role-playing game market research report. So there's the TOC. Company profiles, market competition by players, market size segment by type, research findings and conclusion, methodology, appendix, research process and data source, which is always important for this stuff. So conclusion. They're charging a price. What? Purchase this report. Price $33.80 for a single user license. That's got to be $33.80, right? Although it says UK, so maybe quid. No comments, but there you go. I don't know. I think you get a sample, but maybe not the whole report unless you pay. Oh. Yeah, curious who sponsored the report and why. Hey, Tyler. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know if they just do these things and then put them out or what the case is. Like I imagine they just find a topic, do it, and then like charge for it. I don't know. What's the market dollar on this type of fun? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, not a lot of grit in the post. It's obviously saying, hey, here's everything we did in this report. Go get it and then buy it. So. But it does outline what you're getting, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. Like it's not like, hey, you get this report and it's nothing, right? It'd be interesting to see how they gathered their data, because a lot of that stuff I don't think is out there unless you're publicly traded, like Wizards, Hasbro. Well, actually, Sean. Let's see what else we got here. Moving right along, yo. Well, I think this just warrants some nerd. Like, this is just nerddom here. Burp. There we go. All right. Apple greenlights new sci-fi drama series Neuromancer based on William Gibson novel. Are they going to leave the payphones in is the question. So Apple TV Plus has greenlit the new science fiction series Neuromancer, a 10-episode drama based on William Gibson's debut novel of the same name. Co-production between Skydance Television and Anonymous Content. Neuromancer will also be produced by Drake's Dream Crew Entertainment. Graham Rowland of Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, Dark Winds, and J.D. Dillard, Devotion, The Outsider, will develop the project for TV. Additionally, Rowland will serve as showrunner, and Dillard is set to direct the pilot episode. It talks about Neuromancer. This could be really cool, in my opinion. We'll see. We'll see. Who's going to star in it? Who knows? Gibson said, "Don't look at me if it sucks." Right. Probably could, I don't know how much say he has in the production. Probably not much, is my guess. I don't know if Apple TV puts out real crap. Do they? I mean, have they had big bombs? Amazon TV? Well, Lord of the Rings? Yeah. He does it. Gibson says, "Don't look at me." Gibson says, "Don't look at me if it sucks, but hey, where's my money?" Right? Give me my money. Right. That's Orcus hit it. He's happy with the amount of money you got regardless, right? Did they do Foundation? They did do Foundation. Maybe, I don't know if Foundation's bad. Like, they're in the third like season, right? Or it got greenlit for a third season. I don't know if it's bad. I started watching it. I don't know. I'm not a big Asimov fan, so it could be like true to the books, and I would still be like, meh. I'm not a good. Yeah. I like Severance, so. Necromancer should be a period piece, so those payphones make sense. So it's Neuromancer, not Necromancer. Is that purposeful, Tad? Yeah, got handfuls of Emmys. Wayne says, yeah. Foundation is good, but don't watch it if you are a canon lawyer. Oh, got it. That's good to know. Foundation is terrible, according to Harrigan. So, there you go. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. How is it? It's terrible. Oh, okay. All right. Tad says, I've enjoyed both Foundation and Silo on Apple. Okay. Watch for All Mankind. There you go. I love how everyone's autocorrect is turning neuro into necro. Yeah, okay. So it's autocorrect. I got it. Fine. All right. Well, we'll see. I just figure, it is a staple, if you will. A staple. Yeah. Critical Role announces dates for Daggerheart's open beta playtest. So I read, this is interesting because I'm reading. What am I reading? I don't have my book. I should say I'm listening to a book by 37 Signals. It's not Rework. That was their first one. I think I might have brought this up somewhere. Jason Fried, Hannah Meyer Hansen own a company in Chicago, and their take on doing things corporate-wise is quite in contrast to how, they're not out to grow 25% year over year. They do things just differently, and then they write about their corporate philosophy and strategy and how they run their company, which is kind of different to the establishment, if you will. And one of the things they mentioned is they don't get feedback from their clients is one of the things in this book. It's like, we don't solicit, like, what do you want to see in our product? What would you pay if we did this? They just don't do it. They say, we're going to do this, and it's going to benefit every client, every customer we have, and they're going to roll it out to the platform uniformly so that every customer can take advantage of it. They don't do one-offs like, oh, this customer is, makes up 80% of our revenue and they want this feature, so we're going to do that because they're awesome and they pay us a lot of money. They don't care about any of that stuff. So the reason I bring this up is because in tabletop RPGs, how important is it for playtests? Because one of the arguments that the authors of the book that I'm reading tend to put out there is that it's like a lot of slog. You get into a quagmire because you have to field all that feedback, categorize it, analyze it, and then determine if it's going to be worth implementing. And that's a lot of work. I don't think it's the same tabletop RPGs and corporate America. It's not an apples to apples comparison, but nonetheless, right? Like, what if they just said, hey, we're going to make Daggerheart, and this is the way the game is going to be, and, we hope you like it. Because we're standing behind our decisions, our mechanics, or the decisions we made about the mechanics, the system, the classes, the ethnicities, races, species, setting, and all that stuff. But at the same time, there may be more at stake if they don't get community buy-in. Total, right? That's probably where it is, the leverage. So community playtest, I think one of the first places that did it, if I'm not mistaken, other than Small Press and doing Ashcan, one of the bigger ones was probably Paizo's first edition Pathfinder beta or open alpha and beta. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, if I am wrong. Anyways. Orcus says, someone I know got into the beta playtest and I asked him about it, but he said he signed an NDA and couldn't say anything. Stupid lawful good. It's an open beta playtest, but he had to sign an NDA? Or was it the beta is and he got in on maybe the alpha and it was... I'm confused, Orcus. Tim, I know you do. I have high hopes for Daggerheart. It's the first game that could beat D&D at its own genre. Ooh, strong words. Strong words. Yeah, well, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I don't think D&D is indestructible. That's not even the word. I don't think it's like in today's world. It's as time goes on, I think the risk of it kind of falling to something else that can succeed it increases. Orcus Dorcas says that's what he said. Maybe it was a closed beta he was in. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, Critical Role announced the beta playtest dates for their upcoming fantasy. Get ready to delve with D12s. Hey, give the D12 some love. Critical Role's publishing imprint Darrington Press announced an upcoming open beta for their forthcoming fantasy RPG, Daggerheart. If you haven't been following along, Daggerheart is Critical Role's foray in swords and sorcery fantasy with a heavy emphasis on character and campaign play throughout. In other words, it's a game meant for you to create those lasting stories you keep coming back to again and again. Kind of like their own D&D. But for legal reasons, they'd never say it. At any rate, Critical Role's D&D. See, now, that's unfair. Critical Role's D&D goes into open beta on March 12th. Here's what we know. Like, come on. I mean, let's give them credit where credit's due. Not everything has to be like, it's their version of D&D. I mean, even I, Mr. Cynical Fantasy RPGer at times, come on. I mean, there's a lot of heartbreakers out there, but I don't, and I do say like, well, whoops. Oh, did I just quit I did. No, blast it all. Not like quit my browser for some reason. Let's get things back up here. Sorry about that, guys. Did I put the Neuromancer link into the chat? Probably not. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? And I'm a mess. I just screwed up everything. Just bear with me just a second. I gotta go get my chat. Because when I quit my browser, the chat disappeared. Geez, you'd think doing this after a while it would be flawless. Well, you would be wrong. All right. Blake's RPG Zone. Agree with Sean. Also for fantasy, try Dragonbane. There you go. D&D is toppable. Toppleable. Yeah. Larry Hollis, Hasbro's continual treatment of D&D will likely be the game's downfall. Sounds like fun, but I'll continue to wait 5 to 6 years for MCDM to come out. Right. And that's MCDM's D&D, by the way. I've been looking for a game where I can be a Howard the Duck fantasy adventure. Ryan West. Fraser, good to see you, man. We've all been there. It's just, yeah. So, backing up. Here's Neuromancer, now a news article. Just can't hit the right keystrokes to like close my browser. So it'll be interesting to see where Daggerheart comes. To the article. Announced an open call to all players, designers, fans to participate in the upcoming open beta play testing for Daggerheart, an original fantasy RPG set to release in 2025. So, most anticipated at the December 2024 on EN World. Will this show up? Starting March 12th, and today is March 2nd, so only 10 days of this recording. Playtesters 18 years old and above are asked to dig into the game, have fun, pick it apart, share honest and open feedback around the game via online surveys on the Daggerheart website. There you go. When it's time for game mechanics to control fate, players roll 1 hope die and 1 fear die. Both are D12, which will ultimately impact the outcome of your characters. This duality between the forces of hope and fear on every hero drives the unique character-focused narratives in Daggerheart. Told you it was character-focused. What that means exactly, we'll have to wait until March 12th to see, but the game uses more than dice. There's a card system at play here that lets you pull from the background to grow your abilities. Ancestry and community cards describe where you come from and how your experience shapes your customs and values. Meanwhile, your subclass and domain cards grant your character plenty of tantalizing abilities to choose from as your character evolves. Craft your unique character through the cards you choose and the story you tell, and become the hero you want to be. Interesting take. Why? Like, is James Hake behind this? James Hake used to be at Wizards. He left. I know he was involved with the current horror, mystery, Victorian era RPG, whatever it's called. So I think James is one of the head folks there, right, at Darrington. Hey, see you, Joe. Simmeroom will also allow you to play a duck. No, that's not true. That's false. That's just false. I just want to say that for Maticue. No. All right, see you, Gabe. I appreciate the heads up. Gabe has now left the building. So is Joe, and among others. Just play the game that makes your fantasies come true. That's like a very, very Napoleon Dynamite statement there. Yet another completely unprofessional stream. Yeah, pretty much. Get what you pay for. Bob Worldbuilders has a video on the beta game of this that he played. Oh, interesting. Good to know, Tyler. Go check out Bob the World Builder if you're interested in this game. For sure. Give Bob some, because he could use more followers. Like, he's got a lot of subs. Tim says, so there's putting their feats and backgrounds on cards that they can sell like spell cards. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is an interesting choice. Like, I just, hey, why did you choose cards? It's another thing to buy. Like, Star Wars has those, FFG. I don't know if they sell a lot. But they have like a lot of cards for a lot of things. They have a lot of a lot of the talents built on card format. A lot of the NPCs that you can get for different editions. Those are handy, I think, for that game at times. Because if you need, it's kind of like a small pocket card version of a monster manual. And in Fantasy Flight Games Star Wars, which is really cool, is you have minion rules. So depending on how many minions you have, the things change. And so somebody did a nice hack. I think it was from Reddit. I don't remember who it was, but you put the card in a protective sleeve and then you put little colored dots, green and yellow, which is some of the skills, kind of rankings. Anyways, I'm getting off the subject here. Let's keep going, folks. Tyler says the FFG Star Wars RPG cards are always the first thing that goes on sale online, if that tells you anything. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's like a huge selling point when you're playing role-playing games. I just don't think cards do it. Maybe Darrington Press, like Critical Role, sells tons of cards. I think there is a mentality, possibly, I could just be speculating here, that, hey, magic and cards and having those and they're tactile and, I want to, have that thing and I can like grab spell cards, like sometimes come in handy. Like I think spell cards probably do fairly well for D&D. I don't know. But, I pick it and put it down and I've learned it. And if I've spent it, I can put it aside. I don't know. And yes, Sean, you can play a duck in Symbaroum. They're called mallards. You'll never play one in my game. However, they're ridiculous. What? In Symbaroum? Really? I gotta ditch Symbaroum. No. Maddie Q, is that for sure? Or is that for real? What says last card accessory I bought was some Pathfinder crit and fumble cards. Before that were the spell cards for second edition D&D. They're fun to have, but shouldn't be necessary. Yeah, well, fair. We'll see. Just an interesting design choice is all. All right, next thing. Iowa Game Master sues Texas company over role-playing game. Out of the Iowa Capital Dispatch. This is an interesting tale. I'm not going to go into a ton of details, but essentially there was one of these, a certified therapeutic game master from Iowa suing a Texas company called Geek Therapeutics for libel, slander, and copyright infringement over a planned D&D spinoff. So Sean Thomas and his Ankeny. What is this? Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm streaming.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You're better?
A little bit.
Would you come back to bed?
Yeah, well, after I stream.
All the dogs are up.
Okay, that's fine. Bye. I have to go, Pook.
I said bye.
Bye. Phone rang. Anyways, so Sean Thomas, Tabletop Adventure, his game company, suing Geek Therapeutics, and its founder, Dr. Anthony Bean, a licensed psychologist in U.S. District Court. So there was like talks of like, hey, you've got this game and I'd like to license it and, whatever, and put it out there. And my understanding is he didn't want to give up the like IP and things of that nature. And so I think there was like back and forth or, so he created an LLC to hold the copyrights, trademarks, and other rights associated with the game. That same year, the lawsuit alleges that Thomas acquired his therapeutic game master certification from Geek Therapeutics. That's where the relationship probably started, signaling his ability to host role-playing games in therapeutic environments. So they were like, oh, you are certified through us. Congratulations. Oh, and you're doing this game. Cool. We would like to partner up with you. And then it became a debacle. to the point where the Therapeutic Games was like, they ran with it. They took his stuff, like kickstarted it and all kinds of things. And then Thomas was like, wait a minute, hold on a second. We didn't agree to this. So that's the deal. And you can read all about it in this article. Kind of an abbreviated version, if you will. It's probably a little more complicated than that, but nonetheless. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Harrigan. I think Matty Q's trying to set me off. Don't forget the guy designing Daggerheart also wrote Alice is Missing. I did not know that. I did not know that. Good to know. Thanks, Larry. And I have Alice is Missing. Interesting. I think they're an intricate part of that game. I don't know if they are needed for traditional fantasy games, but who knows? Maybe it's going to execute really well. Matty Q says, is for real. They're in one of the supplements as possible race. It shall not be spoken here. Oh, what? Interesting. Ankeny is how you pronounce that. Thanks, Ryan. Oh, that's Chris Hussey country? He's not there anymore. He's not in Iowa. Chris is in Wisconsin. He might have been from there, though, that area. Shambat says they're called the Andric, and that is all I shall say. Oof. Maddie says, I want to say they're in the back of the Thistlehold module. You know how they have the extra in each of the campaign books? It's one of them. Oh, interesting. Don't mention the Ducks article. Alice is Missing is fun, Shambot. It's an interesting dynamic. Basically, it's a text. You're a bunch of teenagers that they get together over a summer, and it's a 90-minute game. And at certain intervals of time, cards are flipped, and there are prompts that take place. So if you have the 10 card, 10 minutes in, you do an action, or you pick up a card or a combination. I can't remember. It's been a little while. And it's all texting. So you're supposed to play it via text messages, but there's a Discord template that you can use that works really well. And it's pretty interesting. I quite like the design. Ooh. 245 Trioxin, hello. Good to see you. I could probably run an Alice is Missing game for those that are interested. It does help to get a variety of different players for sure. But essentially, like, you're just texting back and forth to everybody in group text and one-to-one, and you have relationships between each person, but you're all playing teenagers. And then, hey, shocker, Alice is missing, right? So it's kind of a bit about, that's the premise. It's an interesting game. Text chat game, yep. All right. Cookie Monster announcing Cypher Tools, an asset for your next game night. So if you're a Cypher system person and you're tuned into the Monty Cooks ecosystem, then you're probably aware of this. This is Monty's way of saying, hey, we don't need Deme Plane. We're going to create our own. I don't. Yeah. That's how Monty, that's like how he is. No. Just Cookie Monster. So Cypher Tools, suite of free online tools that make running and playing the Cypher system even easier and more convenient. As a publisher of some of the most innovative tabletop RPGs, we couldn't be more thrilled to provide in partnership with Furious Collective. this asset for playing and running Cypher system games. So Furious Collective is doing it for them. There's a character builder, creating and managing TTRPG characters for Cypher system. Free. The free character builder offers 3 ways to create Cypher system characters. When you're ready to play, you have multiple options for accessing and using your character. Through the character builder, players can generate Cypher system characters. Other handy items in the Cypher tools suite include Creature Index, useful tool for GMs building exciting Cypher system encounters. Yada, yada, yada. Da, da, da. There you go. Here, Larry says, I still don't grok the Cypher system. I can't wrap my head around it to make it sing. I think it's, yeah. I'm still hung up on the Cypher thing. I'm just still hung up on the Cypher thing. Numenera, Cyphers, got it. Cyphers, everything else, Sean's brain. It's bad. It's just, come on. And I know Cypher system lovers, they're just gonna be like, dude, you're getting hung up on something you don't need to. And I'm like, yes, I am, for sure. But anyways, it's good to see them creating their own tools, putting that out there. Chivalry and Rising Sun bundle. Did you guys, anybody get in on this? Gabe was here. I don't know if he got in on it. Anybody? I haven't gotten in on this. I don't really know much about chivalry and sorcery. It's a good bundle for, what is it, like? Oh, man. It's like $15. You get 9 titles. PDF. Retail value at $78.50. Jeff, you should get this. I don't know if he's still on. Jeff, you should get this. I'll just tell Jeff to get it. Jeff, get this. You'll love it. I don't know. Yeah, for sure, Larry. You need Eileen. She might pop in here in about 45 minutes. Sometimes she does. Holy smack. Yes. Read about that one, Jeff. Link in the chat. Might be something you're interested in. Who knows? I'm just going to pump Jeff full of all kinds of books and games. Like, what? Dreams in Gary's Basement. Pat Kilbane, my buddy. Streaming home of the Dreams in Gary's Basement, our independent documentary. So this was, why did I post this? Like, it's going to be out, distributed. Something came up with this new thing. Get the Blu-ray or DVD. I think it's becoming available. That's the thing. So you could like order it now. So if you didn't kickstart it, Blu-rays and DVDs of the film are also available now. Bonus features include a making of featurette and full-length director's commentary. Orders are sent out within 24 hours. I got a copy because I was a Kickstarter backer. But I don't know if I got like, I don't know if there is the behind the scenes. And maybe it wasn't out when they put out the film to backers digitally. But I'll have to double check. Because I am interested in kind of the more of the behind the scenes thing. It's interesting. I enjoyed it. You can watch it streaming on that site. Oh, you can. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Do you have to buy it? I think you got to buy it, right? So if you are a backer of this, then you should have access to the digital. Like, I know Pat sent it out. I don't know if it, and I think it was through this site. Let's see if I could sign in. Yeah. There it is. So it's in my library. There it is. So, but I don't think there's any more. I don't know if there's like any of the back behind the scenes thing. I think this is just like the release. So, anyways, there you go. Give Pat some love. And then Modiphius Star Trek Adventures 2nd Edition, which I was kind of great because I just bought like 3 books in the last 3 months, 6 months. So it is supposed to be backwards compatible to the 1st edition that Modiphius put out, the 2D20 STA. So now STA has a 2nd edition. Core mechanics have been streamlined. They remain fundamentally the same as the 1st edition, just snappier and smoother to play. Great. Combat, ship management, character creation, and complex task mechanics have all spent some time in dry dock and have been upgraded to the latest Starfleet protocols. We've refined, refreshed, and ready for your new explorations. Yay. There's so much material in this line. Like, wow. Because I've got like 3 different rule books. So hopefully they do like kind of one. I hope they do the digest version because I think those are pretty cool. And I hope it's just like one. Like, here's the player book, here's the GM. Not like the 2 to 3 different versions they did. Yeesh. Tiffany says, yeah, so did I, Sean. Just ran our first session last night. How'd it go, Tiffany? I mean, I'm sure you can't sum it up in a very succinct manner in a chat, but I am interested to know how, like, your STA went. Yeah, Orcus Dorcas crap. I just got the 1E core book for Christmas. As a plus, maybe the 2E will be an easier read with better art. Yeah. Well, in the core book, if you got the core book, the big hardback, it's quite a bit different from like the digests. Layout is much better in digest. Like, it's just the core book was okay, but they definitely made some improvements with some of those digest releases. In the tricorder release, the rules digest, Orcus. So, all right. Go to print news. All right, let's see. I think this is considered print news. RuneScape Kingdoms board game and role-playing game is out now. RuneScape comes to tabletop. RuneScape Kingdoms board game and role-playing game published by Steamforged Games hit retailers around the world today, which is today would have been February 29th on this article. And I did I put in the link to Star Trek? I should probably do that before I mosey on. Oh, excuse me. So RuneScape, full range including exclusive. Check out Steamforge's store for alternative stock lists of the core retail lines, each RuneScape Kingdoms to find online stores or visit your friendly local game store or retailer to order a copy. RuneScape, the role-playing game. If you're looking for an even bigger adventure, the RuneScape Kingdoms role-playing game is for you. Separate from the board game, played in a totally different way. Indeed. All you need is to play the core book that gives you the rules, the world. You'll be exploring pen, paper, some dice. You need a game master to run the game, just in case anybody wasn't in the know. So I had to cater all the way down. Like, it's still like pen, paper, dice. In this game, a person takes on the moniker of game master that sets the world and the environment. And, oh, sheesh. Is it fair to say that these games, you don't find somebody that just trips across this and goes, oh, what is this? Oh, a role-playing game? I don't know. I don't have any idea what that is. I mean, is it still a thing? Or, are we the ones that are always reading these? I don't know. Anybody get into this? Rune Quest. Anybody fans? Everybody running out there, ordering it and getting it? Who is this for? How many asked for a TTRPG about an MMO from 2001? Well, I don't know. You grognard, Sean. I am totally. No, it's just that, like, an article for some, I don't know about RuneQuest necessarily, because it's a video game. People know it. But it's like, do you have to be like, hey, this is a pen, paper, and dice role-playing game. It's a lot different than the board game. I guess maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being that guy. Don't be that guy, Sean. Okay. RPG print news by Ian World. This stream not sponsored, affiliated, or endorsed by anyone, anywhere from Ian World. Okay. But go over there and click a bunch of their ads just for the hell of it anyway. You're welcome. Hey, you're welcome, Ian World. Blade Runner RPG starter set. What? Print news? Are we back like 8 months ago? 12 months ago? When these things have been out. Anyways. Reprint news. Box sets, $50 and $60. I imagine it's a continuing print run. And there you go. Is this? I hope I got the right date. Yeah, Wednesday. This past Wednesday. There you go. He's on vacation. Oh, I see. I didn't even read the first. I'm on vacation. I'm like, okay, that's good. I'm just going to scroll down. Anyways, instead, here are a selection of starter sets and core rules collections. Okay, there you go. So, my bad. All right. Well, okay, hold on, Wayne. I'll see if I can bring that up. Hold on. If it's not on crowdfunding, I don't have Discord up, but just shoot me in the Discord. I'll pull it up. See you, Jim. Thanks for joining, man. Have a good weekend. All right. Where's the whoosh? No whoosh? Did I do print? I did print news. I didn't whoosh? No. It's not RuneQuest, Sean. That's a well-established game and a classic. Oh. No, I don't know. I don't know what am I doing over here? All right, Troika intro bundle. Troika, an interview with Daniel Sal and a review. Troika, PC's experience a rich and vibrant world of adventure through a complete yet wildly open role-playing game using just 6-sided dice. Here's some good ones. Chaosium, right? RuneQuest starter set. So, yeah, I think I'm thoroughly confused with RuneQuest. Like what the other one was. It's not RuneQuest, Sean. Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm mixed up, right, Andy? That's what I thought. I'm totally like confused. I'm doing great. Thanks, Andy. I was about to leap. I don't know what I'm doing. Call of Cthulhu starter set, Pendragon starter set, RuneQuest, all by Chaosium. Not to be confused with the prior thing I brought up, whatever. Warhammer, Fantasy, Soulbound, and 40K starter sets. Avatar Legends starter set. No Paizo starter set? Paizo's always gotten rave reviews about their starter set. Although I don't know if they have one for their, do they have one for their most recent second edition? I don't know. Anyways, too bad. That's print news. Starter sets. There you go. I picked up the new Arkham book from Chaosium. They did a great job with it. Here it says reading aid. Good to see you, reading aid, by the way. Orcus Dorcas, the talk of duxism rattled. Yes, it has. Like, I'm just rattled easily. I'm easily rattled. Like a baby rattle. Katana Ra core rulebook. All right, let's so there's print news for you. Bum. You know what that means? It's crowdfunding. Pathfinder starter set's out of print at the moment. Got it. Paizo said they are remastering their starter set for the remaster edition. Ah, that makes sense. All right. Knights of Dust and Neon by Monty Cook Games. Cipher system. Thought I'd throw this out there. It's going to be on backer kit. From a distance, skyline shines with bright lights, vivid hollow ads. Bright lights, big city, bright lights, big city. Hey, Michael J. Fox. Vivid hollow ads and the glow of massive tower blocks. But down here on the broken streets, it's a cacophony of neon and gunfire, cyberware and sirens. And no matter your gear, guts, street cred, or hacking skills, you're always just one sketchy job away from annihilation. It's kind of like my real life. I can relate. Three exciting new titles are coming to the Cipher system, along with the innovative supporting products, and expand the experience with new adventures, setting content, creatures, characters, and more. Sign up to be notified. And get an exclusive poker chip turn marker free with your pledge. This is all the client's fault. Got you sick and now everything's off. For real. Don't tell them that. They probably won't, like, I probably lose business. Hey, separate. Nothing personal, just business. Sound swoosh? Yeah, something's wrong. Dang it. All right. EN World. Again, not affiliated, endorsed, sponsored, or whatever by EN World. But nonetheless, they do good work over there. Egg and the crew and Morris. First one. Look at this one. Whoa. Tainted Grail, TTRPG. Song of a Dying World by Studio Gate. It's on GameFound. Core rulebook. Most popular pledge, €150, which is like $3. No, it's not. Sean knows economics. And exchanges, currencies. €150 shipping and handling for box sets with books, cards, GM screen, dice, and more, plus PDF copies. This Tainted Grail TTRPG will use a customized version of the story arc system first developed for Shadows of Esteren. Looks pretty. Creation of Avalon. What? Is Brett aware of that? You'll act as a protector of the remnants of the once great land. Based on the board games, The Fall of Avalon and the Ruins of the Kings of Ruin, and video games, Tainted Grail Conquest and Tainted Grail The Fall of Avalon, this project adapts their setting into a TTRPG. If the idea intrigues you, check out the campaign page for a free preview, quick start. You can find it on GameFound because they don't really have those cool embedded to see if it's funded. It's at €50,000 minimum. It's at 265,000, and it has 6 days left as of this recording. There you go. And there you go. Next one, Winter King, the role-playing game by Shadowlands, also on GameFound. Starting to see a trend here. An original system, core rulebook, €149 for shipping and handling for the box set with 3 hardcovers, a GM screen, and dice, plus the digital versions of the books and additional PDFs. Mordred, why spotlight this? Mordred slew King Arthur. Britannia is a despotic land fallen into eternal light. You must rise up and reclaim the realm or die trying. Using a D6 dice pool engine, your ability determines pool size, with at least 1, 5, or 6 required to succeed. The box set offers multiple hardcovers, including rules, setting, and adventures. What is this? I bet you this is funded. $9,000 goal. It's at $9,000. 9,000 euro goal. It's at 92,000, almost 93. Look at that. That's a layout there. That's good. That's good product. Like showcase there. The Map Library One-Shot Wonders. All the battle maps you'll ever need. RPG accessories, 65 quid. Shipping and handling digital and prints versions of the box set. 80 plus dry erase battle maps. Wow, $10,000. Everything's in dollars in this guy's brain. 10,000 quid goal. It's at 206,000. 80 plus dry erase battle maps. Sometimes those I used to use those Pathfinder battle maps. They were fun. All right, Legend in the Mist. We've covered this probably like the third time. So since it's at the end of its campaign, it shows up on eWorld's feed. So Legend in the Mist. Look at this thing, man. $50,000. I got the currency right this time. It's at 683,000. Y'all get in on this? What are the odds that many of you got in on this? Oh, I still have the quote on the screen? Oh, great. Sorry about that. Thanks, Shambot. 2 Arthurian games with all sorts of bits and bobs. Will never use or play. Must resist. Well, and then you've got Pendragon coming out, right? So just pile on the Arthurian legend. Tim says there's a lot of disposable income going into these games. Indeed. Dungeon Cats. We had funded in a really short amount of time. How short? Don't worry, it was very short. Okay, 30 minutes? That's pretty good. Like a $600 goal, it's at $1,500. Dungeon Cats, you only have 9 lives. Live some of them adventurously. In a fantasy dungeon crawl, you're a cat with paws and purrs, facing giant rats, dogs, and items on ledges. Done as a 20-page 4x6 postcard-sized booklet. It's a zine, gives you the basics to fight your way through the worst scenarios. I'm going to get this for Jeff. I'm going to kick it in right now. Reading ain't no more Kickstarters for me. I don't like waiting a year and a half for stuff I'll forget about. Yeah. All right. Active time event. The D66. What is this? Science fiction JPRPG backgrounds for Troika from Wilderwim. Look at that. $600 goal. Funded at $600. We're right on the head. Boom, bam, bang. Wizard's Legacy and Unfamiliar D&D one-shot. System is 5e or unfamiliar version. $6. $6 for the PDF. Freed 5e Wizards Familiars Adventuring. You play familiars separated from their wizard. So many games I need to get in front of Jeff. So many. Pledged at 1,000. It's at 7,000. A lot of people want to play familiars. Come on, guys. You're missing out on some markets here, you designers. Card game, anime, role-playing game. Perfect Draw. Powered by the Apocalypse. Core rulebook, 40 bones. Campaign offers TTRPG based on anime card games like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Duel Masters, Card Fight, Vanguard. It's a backer kit. Should probably see if it's funded. Wow. 2,000 Australian dollar goal. It's at 37,000. Booyah, Grandpa. Combat Banes and Boons. Zwei. You're back. You're back? You want more? Are you sure? Okay, but don't say that we didn't warn you. Heyo, Lex Morgan, Philip Reed. Philip does good work. D&D 5th edition. RPG accessory. $250 goal. It's at $2,700. Want crits to be more flavorful? Phil has 100 new cards detailing what happens when you nat 20 or 1. Second collection of these options gives you your flavor, rewards, and challenges for the players. Cryptid Manual, 5e, DCC RPG, OSE, Survive This. Source book, $19. Need a bestiary because this one is for so many systems. It's ridiculous. It says it's ridiculous. These 5 books are either a combination of Cryptid Manual 1 and 2 for 5e or DCC, or a sequel to the original Cryptid Manual for OSE or Survive This. $7,000 goal. It's at $11,000. There you go. That's all. That's all she wrote, ladies and gents. Duck familiars? Tad. No, Tad. And that is all she wrote for today. That's all she wrote. I'm feeling better, but I think it's the meds. Once they wear off, caca, snot will be running down my nose. Dun dun dun. So I'm going to cut this one short today, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody that came to this live stream production. I want to thank all of these individuals for providing a few hard-earned dollars to the cause. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Thanks, Tiffany. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Reading Aid. There's your YouTube short quote right there. You know it, Norcus Dorcas. Drainage is real. Little Jethro Tull. You know the deal, Harrigan. You know the deal. Yeah. What if you woke up with locomotive breath alongside cross-eyed Mary? Yeah. Thank you thanks for everybody for joining. I appreciate it. I stream every Saturday, 8 a.m. Central Time. Join us. It's an experience no other. You could watch it after it's taped, but it's just not the same. Because throughout the recorded play, you will want to chime in, and you can't. So if you haven't liked or subscribed, please do so. I much appreciate that. It costs you nothing except one of these. Actually, it's not one of these. It's one of these. Click. Hey, on the road to 1 million. Be one of the people that propelled me there. I will say, when I get there, it was because of you. Oh my God. Walgreens. Don't want to take that call. Anyways. Remember, folks, no one is coming to save you, but nothing is impossible if you have the motivation. There you go. Love it, Tim. Be a positive force in the tabletop RPG hobby. I'll see you next weekend here, 8 a.m. Central Time, Saturday. Play some games, have some fun, spend some time with people you love and enjoy, because life's too short. There you go. I'll leave you off with that. Peace.